Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week. You're not gonna see the people in this video anywhere else. I'd put money on it. You see, the people we're going to feature here today are different, but it doesn't really matter because we all are. You're gonna meet a lot of people in your lifetime, and each one of them is going to be different from any other person you know. These are 10 amazing people you won't believe actually exist. Number 3 will shock you. Number 10. Ava Clarke, beautiful albino black girl. This girl is unusually beautiful. With her stunning looks, Ava Clarke is a famous child model and actress. She started modeling at the age of 3, and her professional photos captured the hearts of many all over the world. Notably, she caught the attention of some big names, including the famous R&B singer Beyonce Knowles. In fact, Ava appeared in 2 different parts of Beyonce's visual album, Lemonade. The young model's unusual beauty is attributed to her gorgeous blue-green eyes, her exceptionally fair skin, and flowy, naturally curled blonde hair. Hard to believe we're describing an African-American girl, huh? Well, Ava Clarke was diagnosed with a type of albinism known as oculocutaneous albinism. The condition affects her eyes, skin, and hair. As such, Ava has had fair skin, beautiful eyes, bright lips, and flowy hair since her infant years. Maybe not so much the flowy hair, but you get the point, right? So this was quite unusual since both her biological parents are dark-skinned, brown-eyed African Americans. Number 9. Valeria Lukyanova, real-life Barbie doll. Ever seen a human Barbie doll? Meet Valeria Valerivna Lukyanova, a Ukrainian model of Russian origin, famous for her close resemblance to a Barbie doll. In case you're wondering, Valeria wasn't born like that. No, she had to undergo plastic surgery to transform into a living doll. Notably, Valeria confesses to having breast implants and using specific makeup and contact lenses to enhance the Barbie doll effect. However, she claims that her body is naturally slender and that she frequents the gym to work out and she adheres to a particular dietary routine, strictly limited to a vegetarian and liquid diet, all just to maintain the slender Barbie doll form. Because of her unique storybook beauty, Miss Valeria amassed a worldwide fanbase who loved her doll-like appearance. On the negative side though, she's often the victim of objectification and many of those who troll her on social media handles. But this doesn't seem to stop Miss Valeria from uploading some of the most stunning photos and videos for all to behold. Number 8. Kim Goodman, eyeball popping. What Kim Goodman can do with her eyes will freak you out. She can pop her eyes out of the sockets by 12.7 millimeters, that's 0.47 inches. While she's not the only one who can boast of this eyeball popping stunt, she is the only one who can pipe her eyes out that far. In fact, she holds the Guinness World Record for the farthest eyeball pop since November 2nd, 2007. Her extraordinary abilities saw her appear on The Late Night Show with David Letterman. In 2004, she was included by Guinness World Records in their 50th anniversary list of top 10 feats of all time. Kim Goodman discovered her eyeball popping. Wait a minute, is this an ability or a talent? No matter, Kim first discovered she could do it after hitting herself on the head accidentally. Since then, she could pop out her eyeballs on cue, and even when she's just yawning. There's a name for that, by the way, and it's called proptosis, a condition characterized by the abnormal protrusion or displacement of the eyeball or other parts of the body. Number 7. JYOTI AMGE, world's shortest woman. Imagine a 27-year-old lady shopping for adult-style clothing at the kids section of the store. JYOTI AMGE is the world's shortest woman, measuring at just 62.8 centimeters tall. And this means that she'll rock infant-size apparel at a party. Hard to get the boys' attention when people are asking, who brought the kid to a party? It's not easy being short, let alone being the shortest woman in the world. But for JYOTI AMGE, living big in a small body comes easy, especially since being recognized and declared the Guinness Records world's shortest woman comes with some perks. For JYOTI, the benefit came in the form of a role in the 4th season of the popular FX horror anthology series American Horror Story Freak Show. JYOTI, who hails from India, was excited to move to Hollywood for the role. She was equally thrilled to be known the world over, and she admits, fame is fun. For a small-bodied woman, her ambitions are quite big. Number 6. SULTAN KOSEN, world's tallest man. Being only as tall as a New York City fire hydrant has its disadvantages, but so does being unusually tall. SULTAN holds the Guinness World Record for the tallest living male at 251 centimeters, or 8 foot 2.82 inches. And by the way, he's also the 7th tallest man in history. SULTAN KOSEN was born with a condition known as acromegaly, a hormonal disorder that develops when your pituitary gland produces excess growth hormone. The condition results from a tumor affecting his pituitary gland. KOSEN uses crutches, and had he not received gamma knife treatment for his pituitary tumor, his growth could have continued unabated. This kind of procedure uses gamma radiation to treat tumor cells. Mr. KOSEN's treatment was undertaken at the University of Virginia Medical School in 2010, and it was confirmed to have been successful at halting KOSEN's growth. Number 5. Mandy Sellars, giant legs. This is the shocking story of a woman living with giant legs. Mandy Sellars was born in 1975 in the Lancashire, United Kingdom, with a rare genetic mutation that has resulted in extraordinary growth in both her legs. Her condition has had several diagnoses with different reports, which Seller has disputed. Her condition has been covered in several television programs, to such an extent that Sellers jokingly describes herself as a part-time TV star. Despite her condition, Sellers has strived to live an independent life. In 1984, she moved out to live on her own. She was 19 years old then. She obtained a BSc in psychology and has continued living an independent lifestyle without in-living helpers. In 2010, a television documentary series devoted an entire episode to her and paid for her trip to the US to consult a well-known doctor. Her left leg was amputated above the knee, and 22 months after the surgery, her leg began to grow at an accelerated rate. Her condition was misdiagnosed, and she was prescribed a medication that helped reduce the growth after 90 days. Number 4. ARUN Raikwar, Indian magnetic man. When ARUN Raikwar, a photographer by profession, discovered his body was magnetic, he was terrified. However, he agrees that sometimes he feels delighted to showcase his magnetic powers to his fellow villagers. He is the first Indian magnetic man, and he feels like a celebrity. Raikwar got to know about his bizarre abilities by accident. He was fixing a household table when he noticed a nail stick to his body as it would stick to a magnet. He says he was alarmed then, as he didn't want to remain a spectacle. His neighbors at first dismissed the thought of him being magnetic as a result of him being sweaty. They later came to believe when he noticed metallic objects got stuck to his back and chest. ARUN Raikwar has a wish to have his name in the Guinness World Records. We can only wait to see if his magnetism will pull that out for him. Number 3. DEEPAK JANGRA, ELECTRO. Electric power can be very lethal, especially when it exceeds a specific voltage. Well, not voltage, but amperage. Amperage is what can kill. Voltage can't kill. So sorry to spoil this one. For DEEPAK JANGRA, he can withstand 11,000 volts passing through his body. DEEPAK JANGRA only discovered his bizarre talent by accident when he was repairing his mother's heater. He is known as the human electricity insulator. To put it in perspective, he can resist the same amount of voltage required to power 500 houses. He can sit with his hands inside a tub of water along with naked live wires. The 16-year-old said, "I have a gift from God. I feel very privileged. I have the power to do things no one else can, and I don't intend to waste it." So far, Jangra has experimented with various voltage devices and has continually been amazed by what he can withstand. Electrifying, isn't it?
Now it's time for today's best pick.
Take a look at this picture sent to us by a subscriber just like you. It shows the image of a man with perhaps the longest neck in the world. We couldn't find any information about this guy, but what we found out as regards to people with long necks is even more interesting. Take a look. Number 2. KAYAN woman, dragon necks. The women of KAYAN, an ethnic minority in Myanmar, reside in Mae Hong Son province in Thailand, have become well known for their long necks covered in brass coils. The unusual beauty practice began thousands of years ago and has something to do with a dragon mother, but that's another story for another time. While not common, the KAYAN women still wear neck rings to make their necks as long as their ancestral dragon mother. The neck rings are coiled around the woman's neck such that the neck is completely covered and it appears as if it was stretched. And the golden yellow color of the brass rings makes the woman's head seem as if it was floating upon a pedestal of gold. It's not surprising that indigenous people like the KAYAN tribe would come up with such extraordinary beauty or cultural identity practices. What baffles me is that in order to achieve the desired result of having an elongated dragon neck, they have to start coiling the rings on their necks from a tender age. Girls are introduced to the brass ornaments at about the age of 7, some even younger. Over the years, their ornamental neck coils are replaced by longer ones, and more turns are added. The weight of the brass pushes the collarbone down and compresses the ribcage. The deformation of the clavicle creates the appearance of an elongated neck.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works.
Number 1. Gary Turner, stretchy skin. Meet Gary Turner. Born in 1971, Gary has a stretchy skin caused by a severe form of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS. EDS is a group of rare genetic connective tissue disorders. Gary's skin can stretch up to 6.3 inches, earning him a place in the Guinness World Record for the stretchiest skin on October 29, 1999. He holds the record up to date. The rare disorder has limited Gary Turner throughout school years. He had to quit football because he could bleed, and his bruises took long to heal. Probably the reason he became a sideshow performer. His acts include pulling the tummy skin, chest skin over the face, and many more acts. In 2005, he became a member of the Circus of Horrors, a contemporary British circus that combines horror, black comedy, and rock roll with circus acts. Simply put, it is a freaky show. In 2014, Gary Turner performed in a short movie, He Took His Skin Off For Me. You made it to the end of the video, but hey, we'd love to see you again. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash that like icon and leave a comment. Your engagement is what keeps our curiosity going. We have lots of fantastic videos that you will enjoy. You can start by checking out the 2 already showing up on your screen. Keep it 100.